Hi there everyone, and welcome to another very beautiful chess game by Paul Morphy. And in this chess game, Paul Morphy is playing with the white pieces, and his opponent is a player named James Kipping. And this game was played in 1858 in Birmingham, England, August 26. So Paul Morphy starts the game with playing e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, Italian opening. Bishop to c5, b4, Evans Gambit, bishop takes on b4, accepted, c3, bishop to a5, d4, e takes on d4. And after this move, Paul Morphy castled d6, queen to b3, attacking on f7, queen to f6. And we have seen this variation many times in Paul Morphy's chess games. Well, Paul Morphy was obsessed in this opening. e5 by Paul Morphy, sacrificing the pawn, d takes on e5, and then rook to e1, bishop to b6, bishop to g5, attacking the queen, queen to f5, and Paul Morphy played a magnificent move. Well, he played knight takes on e5, sacrificing the knight, knight takes knight, and then f4, the knight is pinned, but then Kipping played d takes on c3, that's check, king to h1, and then bishop to d4, defending the knight. But this pawn on f4 is still attacking the knight, and in this position Kipping is probably threatening to play c2. Knight takes on c3 by Paul Morphy, king to f8, unpinning the knight, and in this position if bishop takes knight, then queen takes on c3, f6, bishop to h4, queen takes on f4, bishop to g3, queen to f5, bishop takes knight, f takes on e5, rook takes on e5, and winning the queen and the game. So we have king to f8, rook from a to d1, knight takes on c4, queen takes on c4, and in this position Black has a bishop plus 2 extra pawns, but Black can't capture the knight with the bishop. Well, obviously in this position, let's say bishop takes on c3, we have rook to d8, that's checkmate. So knight takes on c4, queen takes on c4, and then bishop to e6, attacking the queen, queen takes on d4. And Paul Morphy is slowly getting back the material, but still Black has 2 extra pawns. And Kipping played f6, attacking the bishop. And in this position, Paul Morphy played a magnificent move. He played an unbelievable move. Well, Paul Morphy played knight to e4. And what a move by Paul Morphy, sacrificing the bishop. But Kipping played b6, and what's wrong with capturing the bishop? Then knight takes on g5, if bishop to d5, queen to b4, only defense, queen takes knight, and there is forced checkmate in 10 moves. So this is why Paul Morphy played knight to e4 and leaving the bishop, b6, knight to g3, attacking the queen, queen to c5, exchanging the queens, rook takes bishop, f takes on g5, f takes on g5, g6, h4, king to f7, attacking the rook, rook to e5, h6, knight to e4, h takes on g5, knight takes on g5, king to f6, and Paul Morphy played rook to e6, check. And where is the king going? We have king to f5. If king to g7, then rook to d7, king to h6, and then knight to f7, forking the king and the rook. And this is losing for Black. If king to f8, this is even worse. Rook to f7, that's checkmate on the spot. So Kipping played king to f5, and then rook to d5 by Paul Morphy, king to f4. Paul Morphy played a move, and then James Kipping resigned. Well, Paul Morphy simply played rook to e4, and Kipping resigned. The one and only possible continuation is king to g3, rook to d3, king to f2, rook to f3. That's checkmate. And I wish that Kipping would not resign, so that the game would end it like this. With this magnificent checkmate, and look at the king. The king is in the 2nd rank. The king was in the 8th rank. So this is checkmate, and I'm 100% sure that Paul Morphy would checkmate Kipping just like this, if the game would not end it at move 30. So Paul Morphy played rook to e4 and Kipping resigned. And this is the last position of this very beautiful chess game by Paul Morphy. And I believe this game is as beautiful as the Opera House game. It was a magnificent chess game. Look at the final position. Beautiful. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.